Okay. Hi guys, I'm still out here in the garden and I'm out here to plant some trees. I have bought some trees and I'm gonna share that with you in a moment. But for right now, Kailani is here and she wants some seeds.
I can see it. Oh.
She wants some seeds, and so what we have here is some lima beans, and I'm gonna let her use those to plant. She wants to plant stuff around the fig tree, so we're gonna let her plant out there. I'm gonna give her some of these seeds in her cup. Go get your watering thing, your little new thing that Auntie K bought you. My sister came by, and and I'm gonna give her that much seeds in there so she could start her garden and stop digging around in mine. But I'm showing her how to plant her seeds. She pretty much know how to drop seeds. She's dropped seeds before, and she's coming now to show you all her little watering pail. Where you at, Kaylin? There she goes. It's a snail. It's what?
It's really big.
It's really big. Okay, and show them your tools. She already has some tools, but they buried out here somewhere in the garden. Go get your tools, your shovel and your little rake thing. So my sister, she bought her some more things, and she's going to share that with you all. And right now she's looking for it. We just opened it up and took it out the pack, and she out here looking for it. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys, we back. I had to pause the video because Kaylani had to find her tools. We hadn't been out here 20 minutes, but she got her little tools. She got her little shovel, got a little hoe rake. The rake up the dirt if it gets hard. You too close. They can see you. To rake up the dirt if it gets hard. She wants y'all to see what it looks like. So I'm gonna hold it up for y'all so y'all can see the little design. That came from her Auntie K. And it got flowers on it. And now you got your seeds. Planting lima beans. And you got your little water. So go take that over there to where you're gonna be planting. Then come back and get your snail full of water. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, guys, I'm back. What I'm doing out here today is I'm up potting and planting some apple trees. I did get 2 apple trees yesterday. I have Macintosh apple, which is good for my zone. They do have flowers on them. Okay, get your watering pail. Now, I don't know, I haven't ever planted an apple tree. I haven't ever grown apples, but I do know apples can grow in this area. And this does have flowers on them. I don't know if the flower is an indication like, hey, that's going to be an apple, or if the apple tree just have flowers on them, during the spring season. So this is a Macintosh apple. And then I have one more here. Because from my understanding, you have to have 2. And this one is a yellow delicious apple. And it too have flowers on them. Now the most reasonable place I've seen the price on fruit trees is Tractor Supply. $39.99. Every other place was $59.99 or $74 for these same trees. So excuse me. Oh, sneeze. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I had a sneeze in my nose. Excuse me. Me and Olivia, we hung out yesterday, and that's what we did. We went around shopping for fruit trees, pricing fruit trees, and we found that Tractor Supply had the most reasonable prices. So $39.99, $40. So I don't think that's too bad for a tree that looked like it could give us fruit this year. Because I know most of the time they trees are already at least 2 years old or older. I'm not sure how old the apple tree have to be before it produces actual fruit. But that's what we're doing today. And y'all, if you've been following the channel, then you know I'm going to use this bucket here to put it in, which is my 21-gallon buckets. And I have 2 of those for the fruit trees, for the apple trees. And I have 1 more for the pomegranate tree. I'm also going to be up potting that as well. But that's what we're doing over here in Glory's garden. And I'm going to, I burn my holes. I don't even have my little thing plugged up yet to be getting hot. But, I burn my holes in the bottom. So, and this is why I like to keep extra things on hand. I've been had these for some months now. And I always buy extra. At the time, they were on sale. Instead of $9.99, they was $4.99, $5. So I had got extra, and this is why I like to keep extra stuff, because you never know when you're gonna need to plant. I like to keep extra soil. I have 2 bags of soil. I try to keep at least 2 bags of soil at all times. But I went and purchased more soil, and I have some topsoil as well as the catalog, and I also have a bag of ocean forest. But I'm gonna be using this topsoil. Some of this topsoil I used in my quail's cage because I just wanted them to have the foraging experience for it to dry out in there, and then I'm gonna throw little seeds and things around in there for them to forage until I can actually start planting some herbs and stuff in there for them to dig in and eat, like oregano. I know they're big on oregano. They could have some oregano in their water and fresh leaves of oregano. But so I have some of that topsoil, and it was only $2.47 for the topsoil. I'll show you all what it is. And it was pretty good. I was actually surprised and kind of changed my mind about using that in the bottom of the quail cage. But this is the topsoil right here that I'm talking about, this bag right here, topsoil. So, and it has pine, hardwood, forest fines, and forest product, which means it has sticks in it. That is all that means. When they talk about forest fines and forest products, it sticks. Hardwood, pieces of wood. But it was not bad at all. It was not bad at all. Once I started dumping it in the bottom of the quail coop, just to cover the bottom of the fencing that I had in there, I was like, ooh, I don't know now. This soil pretty good. I think you add some little amendments to it and mix it up with a little something else, you got yourself some good soil. At least in my opinion, that's what I thought. And that was $2.47. The catalog was today it was $8 and some change, when it's usually almost $10. It usually be like $9.50, $9.98, something like that. But it was marked down a little bit too, and that was at Home Depot. Okay, to be in those 21-gallon buckets. That is their permanent home, unless they outgrow the bucket, and then I'll get something bigger, because I'm not doing in-ground stuff really. I don't want anything huge in the yard, so. But that's it, guys. That's what I'm doing today in the Glory's garden. We're planting up a Macintosh apple and a yellow delicious apple. That's what we're doing, and also that pomegranate. And all those things are hardy for my zone, Georgia 9B. That's what we have going on today. And I'll get back with you as soon as I have the hose burnt and I have the buckets in place and I'm starting to fill it, so you can see how I'm filling up this big bucket. We'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am back over here, and we're getting ready to start putting our stuff in. I think I gathered everything that we need to this area, so I don't have to be running about. Oh, I already think of something that I could run about to get. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I had to go get my amendments. And what I'm going to be putting in the bottom of this bucket is some grass clippings. My husband cut the yard today, but he started just saving them for me. So I have my grass clippings here that I'm going to be putting in the bottom. I'm going to put half in this bucket and half in the other bucket. Ooh, I'll put a hole in this one. I'll put a hole in the bag. Yep. And I'm going to step over here and put some in this bucket. I'm just right here next to it. And this bag, you would think that with the heat and stuff and being in plastic, it's going to break it down, but it doesn't. It doesn't start breaking down that much, because some of this have what's on top in this bag has been in here for a while, but what was to the bottom of this bag been in there for months. And I just keep them. Ooh, the grass is getting me. I'm sorry. I'll be sneezing for real after a while. I just keep them in this bag and just stack them up till I'm ready to plant something. So I have something to fill these big containers. And as these leaves and the grass clippings break down, I'll be adding more soil around them. If it starts breaking down too much, I will just, add more soil. Now this dirt I'm using in here with this is going to be catalog. I'm going to put some Kellogg in here, and I'm going to put some little amendments in here. I'm not going to put a whole lot of amendments because Kellogg do have a little something, 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 but it's not like Ocean Forest or Happy Frog or some of this other stuff that we can get, you know. So, I need a shovel. Thought I had everything. I've been running around here helping Kailani find her stuff. Okay, I'm back. I gotta take one of these gloves off. Ooh, it is actually pretty warm here today. We're supposed to get up to 78. I see butterflies in the garden, which is a good thing. Over there in blueberry patch. They flop. Oh, those might be bees. I don't know. They look like butterflies. The little small black ones, not the real pretty ones. But we've been having bees out here in the garden every day. Honey, y'all, I'm telling you, this soil is so hot. This dirt and this Kellogg, it is so stank. Oh my God. Smells horrible. Smells just like boo-boo. And I'm gonna put my gloves back on because I may have to pick some of this out with my hand. I'm not gonna be straining myself trying to lift this bag because no matter what, they soil is always, always moist. Oh, this is pretty dry though. I might be able to handle this. I might be able to pick this up and get it in here. Yep. Because usually they soil comes so soaked. It comes so wet. Ooh, honey. So stank. Oh my God. They got something in here because it is horrible. Oh. Something making it smell. About to take my little pole breath. Okay, I need to get you all in the spot where y'all can see what I'm doing. Sorry guys, got you up in the air. Get y'all in the spot where y'all can actually see what I'm doing, not just see my back. Okay, is that good? I think that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and put my amendments in here. Whew. And this is why people sift their soil. Okay, they know better, child, but that just let you know it's real wood in here. That's a real stick. Almost could use that to prop something up. Whew. I'm gonna go ahead and put my amendments in here. I'm gonna also put a little pearl light in here. Something done fell down in my shoe. I don't know what, but I'm finna take it off because whatever it is wet and I don't like it. Sorry guys, I don't like nothing wet in my shoe. I didn't know what that was. It's a wet leaf. Fell from somewhere right into my shoe. Okay, I have that pearl light in there. Gonna put some earthworm casting in here. I'm gonna put a little soil acidifier. I'm not gonna put much because I don't even know if apples need that. I'm gonna put a little handful of that in there. Some blood meal. And some garden tone. And I'm gonna buy stuff for fruit trees and stuff. I'm gonna buy some things for that as well to start, you know, fertilizing my trees with. I already have stuff for tomatoes. But I'm gonna buy some stuff for fruit trees. Now, like I said, I don't know if these apple trees gonna produce the this year or not. I know they have flowers. I know when I bought my peach trees, they was full of flowers and I got peaches. But it did tell me on the paper that came attached to the side of it, it did say that these trees are 2 years old. It told you something about the trees. I don't know if that's the same with this or not because I haven't taken the paper off yet. Yeah, it's nothing down here. It's nothing down there, just this paper. Yes, Kailani. And it just tells me that this is Yellow Delicious Apple. And grown by Pertell Nursery in Smithville, Tennessee. Hold on, Kailani is calling me, guys. Hold on. Okay, guys, we have some breaking news from Kailani. And she wanted to show you all where she's planning. Come on, step up. Where she's planning and digging, she found a garden worm, the kind that we do want. I don't know if you all could see it. He's right here, hanging on for dear life. I don't think he's injured because he was trying to get away. So I think he knows he's moving around. So can y'all see the little worm on the side, the little head right here, or the tail or whatever? So we're going to go put him back in the place where we got him. He lives around our fig tree. So we're going to go put him back over there. That's where Kailani is planting her seeds. We'll be back, guys. Okay, guys, sorry about that, but she's over there digging and she saw a worm and she wanted to show me. And Papa's not here. And so it's just me and her here right now. Okay, so I have that fertilized and I'm going to attempt to get this tree out of this bucket without doing too much damage. And these are some decent buckets. Oh, I want to keep this soil. I'm going to look at the roots. The roots look good to me. They're wrapped around so you could tell it's ready to come out of there. I'm going to loose those a little bit. And I'm going to sit that down in there. Yep. I might drop it down a little more. I'm not sure because I want it to be steady. I might drop her down just a little more. It has mulch in the bottom. That's how they fill their bucket. They don't have a bunch of soil all the way down in their bucket. Let me see. I might need to scoop some dirt out and make room so I can get down just a little bit. I don't want it too low, but I don't want it sitting up too high either. Because I kind of want them to be able to stand on their own and without me having to stake it. But I will if I have to. Just so they could get established. Yeah, I think that it doesn't seem like it, but that's a little lower. And that dirt is super dry. It is dry. Yeah. It had little so now I'm gonna need to put some more dirt around it. Different things growing from the stem. Gets little other pieces of branches. I don't want anything growing that low. I'm gonna take those off. Yeah, I'm gonna peel that off. Hopefully it's not gonna harm it. If it is, we'll have to start all over again because I definitely want apple trees in my yard. I want plenty of fruit trees in my yard. I do. Whew. Dig it, leaning over there, you get all the gnats, honey. You get all the gnats. Once you start pulling this dirt out, especially this black dirt, you get a lot of gnats. Okay, and I think I'm through with that one. And if I have to put something in there to stake it up, I will. But for right now, I'm going to just kind of let it go on its own. Uh-oh, I almost lost you guys. Something bite my ear, honey. These gnats are out, so let me get my ears covered because you will be scratching and digging for all day and half of the night. Once these gnats get on your ears and start biting your ears up, and they bit the back of my neck up. I was at work just scratching. I finally put something on it when I got home because I don't want to scratch so hard and tear your skin from just scratching. And I have some water. Let me see. I'm gonna have to cut this part out. I'm gonna walk off and find my little sprout to my picture. I had it somewhere. Lord, Kathy. I'm gonna throw it somewhere. Okay. Oh, that's my little free water I'm wasting. This water had collected in these same containers. Oh Lord, it's a frog. Thank goodness he ain't jump on me. Get on, sir. Move. Whew. He hopped from somewhere. He might have been in this little container that I'm putting water in, because I had these buckets before. I had holes in them just a few minutes ago. They were full of water, and I took the water and put it in here because I know I could use them to water this down with. Instead of, I pour some in my water catcher, my water barrel, but then I save some too for the plant with these. And I have more tomato plants. I have a lot of stuff to get in some dirt today. Whew. The gnats are real back here, honey. Yes, Kailani, you was calling me? Okay, well, guys, that's what I did with this one. I'm just going to do the same thing to the next apple tree. And then I'm going to water it down. I'm not going to show all of that because it's just a repeat. And this video is already long, especially with me stopping searching for stuff and helping Kailani look for stuff. And Kailani wanting to talk on camera. Let her talk to the people. Ooh, and I'm going to walk around, kind of give a break from these gnats. But guys, that's what we're doing out here in the garden today. If I do anything else exciting or doing anything else, a garden excitement, you know, if I do anything else, I would definitely get back on here and let you all know, so y'all can see what's going on in Gloria's garden. But for right now, we're up potting these apple trees. I'll see you guys in this garden later. All right, guys, I'm back showing you the end of this, how I have this apple tree. I have it mulched out, the holding the moisture in it. So that's what we have going on over here today in the garden. Up potting these apple trees, amending the soil, adding some amendments to the soil, and putting mulch in once we have them in the dirt. And that's what we have. And this tree is the yellow delicious apple, and it's good in my zone. So that's it, guys. That's what we're doing in the garden. I'll see you guys in this garden later. Okay, guys, I'm still out here in the garden. I just come to do a little recap on things that I have accomplished in the garden today. And we're going to walk around and I'm going to show you the things that I have accomplished. First thing that we did this morning was up pot the apple trees into their permanent home in the garden. We have the 2 apple trees completed. I have one here. This is let me see what this is. This is the yellow delicious apple. Sorry, I'm taking you through the little cut. And this is the next one. This is the Macintosh apple, and the flowers on it are so pretty. There's the flowers on the apple tree. And we have everything in dirt, mended soil, and mulched in. That was some of the things we got done. Some of the things we didn't show was the eggplant. I got my eggplant in. I kind of want my towers to have just about the same thing in it. This one tower, I want each pocket, to have just about the same thing. So I have some summer stuff in there and still some kale as well. It's one of the things that we have in the garden, and that I believe is Black Beauty eggplant. And going further along, we did our pomegranate tree. Had it mended the soil, which that was good soil. That bucket right there is a whole pot of soil. There's no grass and nothing to the bottom of that, because that soil and another, this is a 21-gallon pot and I have a 17.5-gallon pot. It's just soil that I got from other plants. That is just soil that I got from other plants of things that didn't do well in the garden, things that needed to be pulled in the garden. I just took one of those containers and I just filled it with the soil, and then I amended it, picked out most of the roots and stuff. Then I amended it and I put I don't forget the name of the tree, the pomegranate tree in it, and then I mulched it in, and I have watered everything in that I have planted in this garden today. I have watered it in. I have watered everything in that I have planted. Here's another tomato that I put in yesterday. I'll tell y'all the name of them. And I put some tomatoes over here as well. One right there. That's called Sweet Million. I had a 6-pack of those. So I spreaded it between these 3 towers, between the lemon, the blueberry, and the raspberry. They're all around in there. And you can see the one in the lemon is right there. The one in the blueberry, it's right there. And it's more in the blueberry because you can see it's some right around there. Things that we accomplished in the garden today. And come around here to Tomato Lane. We have all our tomatoes in. This one is Bush Goliath. And that was a small one. And I had it in that one of those new raised beds. I had that one in one of the new raised beds. And I thought Goliath sounded like it was going to be huge. And I knew that wasn't going to be deep enough, not in my mind. So I pulled it out. And it turned out to be 2 in 1. So I was able to just separate it. It was like 2 seeds actually grew in the same pod, but didn't stick together. So I was able to get another Bush Goliath out of that. And here's one here, another one. This is red brandywine. And another red brandywine right here. This is a big boy tomato. And this is the other Bush Goliath tomato. And one of the Cherokee tomatoes I put in here. I have 2 of them. I left one in the green stalk tower and I put this one over here. And what I did here over at the quail coop, I moved the pineapple pots over here. I don't know if you can see it. It seems like it want to be blurry. But I moved the pineapple pots over there. And then on the side of those, on the side fence right there, it's going to be flowers. And I put the other one over there. It's going to be flowers right there. Just in the front to give it some kind of beautification. So that's what I planned on doing with that. I'm just watching these birds, looking to see what they're doing. They're all sitting down and happy. I think they like the, if you can see some right up in here, I think they like the covering of the pot being right here. They get right there and sit and catch a little shade. If I have to, I'll put a little shade cloth on the side for them just so they could have some shade as it gets hotter, because I know it will get hot and that sun shining on you directly all day. And see how he's in that sand right here. That keeps them cool, even though I have sand buckets right here for them to brush themselves off in or flap around in. They have 2 of them because one is over here in this corner as well. But those are the things that I have accomplished in the garden today. I have 2 more things to show you because I did do some peppers as well. And here for place, I have 2 banana peppers right there and there as well. So, and that's going to be pepper place. And I plan on in this area down here, I'm going to have my watermelon. It's going to be in here. And I'm going to also have my cantaloupe here. In this area, it's cool and sunny. And they could just run how they want to. I think I'm going to kind of leave the leaves down here, thin them out a little bit. But going to leave the leaves down here so they can run however. I haven't dropped those out yet. The seeds are in the plastic that I did for overwintering. So they are growing. So that is what we have accomplished in the garden today. My husband was telling me we're supposed to have some more cooler days, not necessarily cold, but some more cooler days. So if we do have days where I feel like it's too cold for the tomatoes, which I doubt it, I will be using my little my little plastic pop-up tents. That's what I will be using. I have 2 more to throw together and use these if I need to protect my plants. I will be using these, but for right now I just have them put up. So I saved a lot with using soil that I already had in pots and just taking that soil and amending it and putting mulch around it. I really did save a lot of money on buying soil, even though I bought some more soil, because if you know me, I don't want 1 bag of soil in the garden or 1 pot in the garden. You know, I like having different things I like having more than one bag of soil and more than one empty pot. So now I feel like I probably have to go and try to find me some of those big 21-gallon pots, because I've used my last two with my beautiful apple trees that I have growing in the garden. I'm so happy for my apple trees. I hope they bear me some fruit, even if I don't get any this season. I hope next season, but they have flowers on them and they look to be more than a year old. So they didn't have any information on it. When I got the peach trees, I guess it's depending on whoever the company is. The peach tree, when you took the little paper off the bottom that says peaches or whatever, it had information on it. And I knew how old that they were already 2-year-old peach trees. So I don't know anything about the apple. I'm just assuming that they're probably at least 2 years old. But guys, that's it. That's it for this day in the garden. I have been out here all day. It is not dark yet. It's 5:37. I do have a couple of more hours of daylight, but I'm just tired. So I'm going in. I have accomplished everything that I wanted to do today. We got the apple trees planted. We got the pomegranate tree planted. We put out all the tomatoes. The eggplant is put out. I watered everything that I planted out today. So I think that's a good day over here in Glory's garden. And I will see you guys on the next one.